Back again, ladies and gentlemen, with another video. In this one, we are going to be fixing this F-350. This thing is looking like it's going to be a beast when it's done. I'm actually thinking of tuning this vehicle in terms of like the engine parts and all that. I want to go ahead and tune everything and see how well it's going to turn out. And I'm still debating whether I want to keep it or sell it. So the engine, everything else is looking pretty good. You know, it doesn't have too many missing parts as far as I can see, but I'm gonna be buying everything new, and we're just gonna go ahead and sell everything else that you see here. But it's gonna help me out a ton in terms of me buying some new parts, so that I don't really have to use, imagine what kind of parts I need and all that. The only thing I'm gonna be looking for is the steering wheel. As you can see, there's no steering wheel there, and of course we are going to need body panels to put back into this thing right here. All right, so without any further ado, let's just go ahead and take this for a cool wash before we can go ahead and fix it. All right, in terms of the cool wash, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and wash it and detail it as well. It doesn't cost us any money to do this, so why not just go ahead and do it? You know what I mean? Let's see how well this interior is gonna look like after I clean it a little bit. Doesn't look that bad, does it? Doesn't look that bad, does it? But we're gonna go ahead and come back and wash it after we fix everything and detail it once more, and then I'll make a decision whether to sell it or to keep it. So for now, let's go ahead and take it inside. Alrighty, we are on the inside, guys, and you already know what we are going to do. I think I did mention in the past episodes that I'm thinking about selling this, because now I actually do have most of the DLCs. So if I do need a Nissan, I can just build a more of an authentic Nissan than this. But this is still a cool ride. Right now, how much is this thing? I can sell this thing for 115,000. So that's a cool amount of money that I can build at least 2 cars with that type of money, or even 3 cars. But anyways, let's go ahead and bring this bad boy up here real quick, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and dismantle everything, and then we can go ahead and go from there. Yo, this thing is huge. This thing is actually huge. But anyways, let me go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, guys, almost done taking this thing apart. I mean, I wouldn't say the suspension is like a hard one to do. It just has, it's not too bad, I guess, compared to other vehicles that I've had the privilege to rebuild. It's not that bad though, still not that bad. But anyways, let me go ahead and drain some oil in this bad boy before I forget. I always forget to do the oil. Maybe this could be a lucky charm that I actually remember. Yo, how black is that oil right there? Jeez. All right, let me go ahead and get my trusted friend over here, the engine crane. Take it to lifter A. Yeah, let me go ahead and drop this thing down now. We're gonna go ahead and take off the engine, and then go dismantle the engine. Check this engine out now. All right, let's go ahead and take it out, and we're gonna go ahead and drop it right here. I think in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, I think this engine stand is something that you could bring next to the car or something like that, if I can remember correctly, but I might be lying as well, so I don't remember that well. But anyways, let me go ahead and try to dismantle everything here, and then we can go ahead and get into some exciting things. Alrighty, guys, we are almost done stripping this thing down to the bone. We're only left with the crankshaft and the engine block. All right, so with, oh shit, I forgot the fuel filter. So now I'm pretty much ready to mark my parts now, and then I am going to get into the business of ready. I think I should be somewhat ready to buy these parts. So let's go ahead and visit our trusted laptop and get to the business of buying the parts, guys. This one we're gonna go ahead and tune. Like I said, I want to go ahead and tune this thing. So let's go ahead and get some tuned parts for this. All right, engine block, you can go ahead and get it from here. Alrighty guys, we are pretty much almost done buying everything. I hope I am done buying everything. If I'm missing anything, then hey, it is what it is, fam. I think I got this already, unless I'm tripping. But last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and get the fuse box cover, and that's pretty much it. So now we can go ahead and get into the business of putting this engine together. And if I do have everything, it should be as smooth as it can be, I guess. So let's go ahead and just plug in everything right now. Shouldn't be too bad. Can't wait to see what this thing is gonna look like and what type of horsepower we can generate out of this, because it does have some really goodies that can go in here and improve power and all that. And I'm still deciding, even right now, whether to sell this thing or to keep this thing. So I might end up having to sell my GTR over there or something like that. I don't know, man. A little bit confused. That'll be like my first truck. And I was saying in the last, possibly in the, I don't know, man, if you've seen possibly the last episodes of the Car Mechanic Simulator, I did mention that, you know, this game could have been much cooler if they made it like a more open world type of thing, whereby you open up your garage like this. You know, it already has the best mechanics that I have seen for any car mechanic games, if I should put it that way. Yes, it already has the mechanics to be a good game, but I think if you had a little bit more freedom to do other things besides, you know, spawning to a location, like having the ability to drive to a location, you know, pick up your own cars and drive them back to your garage. For example, if you go to an auction or if you go to the junkyard or something like that, salvage auction, you can go ahead and drive to the location, you know, bid on cars, transport it home, transport it to your garage or something like that. I think will be much cooler still. I think we'll make the game a little bit more put a little bit more meat on the bone for the game for sure. But this is just me thinking like this. I don't know how many people feel that way about this type of game right here. I mean, like I said, the mechanics are already there. All you need to do is, like, you know, open up the garage. It's pretty much the same way you open up this one. You know, you start from the very bottom where you don't have anything. You need to take work from customers and all that. You take work like that, and then you build your way up, you know, pretty much the same way you do it in this very game, but with the mechanics that allows you to, you know, adventure into a little bit more of an advanced world in this game. For example, since maybe like something as simple as opening this garage outside and be able to sell fuel or something like that. I think that'll add another cool feature to the game. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but you guys can let me know how you feel about it if you have played this game a lot, because I've played this game a lot. That's why I'm thinking maybe I have these type of thoughts or something like that. And this thing actually has it goes with like 16 what do you call it, 16 spark plugs. This thing 16, mate. I don't know why you would need 16 spark plugs, but who am I to say anything? Let me just go ahead and enjoy the game. All right, let's go ahead and put in this intake right here. All right, let's go ahead and get the fuel rails in, and then the throttle in. All right, why am I not being able to close the goddamn engine? Let's see, did I miss something? That happened in the in the last build. Oh shit, I had to put the chain cover on first. It's a little bit weird, but I don't know why you need to put the chain cover first like that for. The timing chain cover. Alright, let's go ahead and screw this in. And then for is that like the final belt here? Oh, we're gonna need the belt tensioner. And then let's go ahead and put the engine head on this side. Alright, so easy like that, guys. The engine is pretty much done. Let's go ahead and put the ignition wires in, and then finish off this side. It really didn't take that long, did it? I thought it would be a little bit more complicated, but it has turned out to be a pretty cool, easy engine, easy going engine to mount. All right, let me go ahead and put this fuel filter in there, and then inspect this whole thing. I think it's done. Not complicated at all. Not complicated at all, mate. All right, we're gonna go ahead and leave this engine right here. Now let's go ahead and go deal with the vehicle itself. And foremost, we're gonna go ahead and join some parts over here, and we're gonna go ahead and take care of the wheels and go throw in our suspension like we always do, and then go from there. I think from here on, really it should be a little bit smoother, as long as I have everything. It should be a lot smooth. All right, in terms of the wheels as well, just that I don't really have that much time to actually go look for proper wheels that I can, you know, change for this vehicle. I think if I decide to keep it at some point, I am going to change the wheels to whatever I want. Probably gonna give you an update. If I end up keeping this car, I'll give you an update. Alrighty, is that last but not least? Let's see here. Yep, that's last but not least. We are done with that. Let's go ahead and take this to lifter A, and then I was able to strip pretty much everything. I think the only thing that we are left with now is the interior. Let me go ahead and strip the interior down. All right, only left with the front seat and the bench. And now we can go ahead and only 1,000. That's one of the cheapest welding jobs I've had to do. One of the cheapest ones. All right, let's go ahead and dismantle everything here. Can't believe I still cannot fix my own parts, mate. I don't even know what's that about. Why is this game beefing with me right now? All right, maybe I can. I just haven't checked as of late. All right, I think everything is done here. If it's not done, then hey, let's see here. Okay, the frame is 100%. All right, let's go ahead and take this thing back to its place, and now let's go ahead and raise it up and finish off the suspension, and then put the engine down. Oh shit, I missed this over here. God damn, son. Anyways, let me go ahead and deal with the suspension here, guys. I think I have everything still. So everything should be a little bit more of a plug and play type of thing. All right, and the thing I could be missing is a rubber bushing, so I need to be very careful with the rubber bushings here. I do have a tendency of just forgetting one or two. All right, building these cars is very what should I put it? It's very satisfying when you have everything, when you don't have to stress about, oh shit, I need this part, I need that part. It's very satisfying, and it kind of took me a little bit as well to get as many parts as possible, but hopefully I have everything that I need here. All right, let's go ahead and plug this in. My first truck in this game right here. I feel like I'm gonna keep it still. I feel like I'm gonna keep it. All right, let's go ahead and put this wheel in. Alrighty guys, we are pretty much almost there. Just gonna go ahead and finish off the rear suspension here, of which I should have everything. You know what I mean? Close this thing out, and then we can focus on other matters. Let me go ahead and get these rubber bushings in. I always forget these. And then let's go ahead and put one on the other side as well. Get this rubber bushing in there. Some parts I really like overbought still, because I didn't know whether I need how many exactly I need. Like the rubber bushings, I bought a whole lot of rubber bushings, but you know, better have it than not have it. Already, last but not least, the last wheel, and that's complete. Let's go ahead and deal with the exhaust over here. Everything is two. All pipes double the weight. Let's get ahead and get this fuel tank in, the fuel pump, and then now we can move on to the middle muffler, and then on the other side as well. And then we need this catalytic converter. Jesus Christ, I'll bite my tongue trying to pronounce some of this stuff right here. All right, I think we are ready to drop this thing down now. All right, let's go ahead and drop it down and go get the engine, because we are pretty much ready for the engine now. All right, take it off. Let's go ahead and drop it in. Take a look at that. All right, go ahead and take this thing back where it belongs. Now let me go ahead and just finish off everything that I need from this engine bay. The battery, I have the battery charging right now. We're gonna go ahead and go get the battery very soon, and then go back underneath and install the gearbox and all that. All right, let's go ahead and put the cover on, and the clips. I do have the clips. Okay, nice. I got the clips made. Nice. All right, we're pretty much almost there. All right, let's go ahead and put in this ABS module. All right, I just heard some noise outside of my all right, let me go ahead and get my fluids in. forgetting those. Alright guys, last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and throw in the engine oil. I think we should be ready to raise it up one last time, I hope, to put in the gearbox and the starter. Alright, there you go. Okay, starting to come together now. Still, let's go ahead and raise this blade boy up. Alright, throw in the gearbox here real quick. Get the starter in and the exhaust pipes. Let's go ahead and throw that in, and then the drive shaft. All right, I need to kind of do this to get to the nuts. All right, I think we're pretty much done here. Let's go ahead and drop it down once again. Hopefully that's the last time I'm dropping this thing down, fam. If I am forgetting like at least a rubber bushing, I'm gonna lose my cool real quick. All right, so what we are going to do now, guys, is go ahead and mark my interior, and then we need to go ahead. Did this thing come with the plate? I'm just gonna go ahead and put a random plate on this thing. I don't care. All right, just gonna go ahead and put a random plate. Let's go ahead and get the plate for this. Mini miny mo. Just gonna go ahead and put the Idaho. All right, what do I need now? I need the body parts. It doesn't have any tuning parts. That's very disappointing for a DLC not to have any tuning parts, mate. What the hell are they doing? All right, let's go ahead and pretty much buy everything that I can put my eye on here, because we do need everything. You know what I mean? We do need everything. Can't believe it. I cannot believe it doesn't come with the tuning parts, mate. You'll be sick to really have like a really like cool body panels on this thing. You know what I mean? It would be very, very cool, but they make you buy a DLC, but it's not really all that, is it? All right, let's not complain too much. Let's go ahead and throw in these bodyworks in, and we are going to put an Idaho plate in there. Not for any particular reason. It's the one that that drew my attention. That's all. All right, let's go ahead and throw in the mirror on. All right, now this thing is gonna get some doors and some body panels that we're missing. You know, the rear bumpers and all that. All right, I think it's starting to look like a truck. All right, let's go ahead and throw in the back window. All right, there you go. There you go. Everything is coming together just nice, mate. All right, last but not least, let's go ahead and throw in the windshield on. All right, take a look at that. Starting to look like a truck, mate. I think everything is done. Now let me go ahead and get the interior here. All right, let's go ahead and get the interior. Get the bench. It's gonna be this one right here. All right, let's go ahead and get that. All right, without any further delay, let me go ahead and throw in the interior, and this baby should be done. All right, this baby should be very much finito. Finito, mate, finito. All right, let me go ahead. I feel like keeping it still. Let me see what I'm missing here. I think everything should be not good. Oh shit, I forgot the battery and the fuses and all that. I think that's what I'm missing. Front rear door window. Okay, let me see here. What the hell am I missing? What the hell am I missing? Oh shit. Okay, let's throw that in. Alright. Go ahead and put my fuse box in, mate. Alright. Go ahead and throw in my fuse box, and my fuse is in there. I think after this it should be done. My battery should be good now. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in as well. All right. Throw this in real quick. Last but not least of the fuses, we're gonna go ahead and throw in the fuse box. And that is it. Let me go ahead and get my battery now. All right. Let's go ahead and throw in the battery, and that should be it. Let's go ahead and check that out again. What are we missing? We're missing what? A seat? How many did I buy? Did I buy one seat? This might be alright, let me see here. That is quite something. Alright, let me go ahead and buy another one. Alright, let me go ahead and put my seats in. Oh shit, I actually bought like one before. Alright, I think now it should show me 100% everything. Everything is looking good. 13 slides, man. That's how many parts had to go into this thing. Let's see here. Come back here. As you can see, body 100%, parts 100%, frame 100%, interior 100%. That's pretty look good right there. Alright, let's go ahead and take this thing for an alignment and all that. Let's go ahead and align this thing. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and align the wheels and all that, test everything. Alright. And then I'm feeling like keeping it still. I'm still feeling like keeping it. Alright, let's go ahead and test the suspension now. Ready. This thing is long as fuck too. Alright, there you go. Alright, so we already know that everything is good here. Let's go ahead and do the wheel alignment. Yo, the wheel alignment was fucked up. Especially on the left hand side, really fucked up, mate. Alright, let's go ahead and can I even go through from there? Whoa, we're not going down there, mate. Alright, let's go ahead and do the headlight alignments. Alright, there you go. Let's close that. I've never been down here, so let me go ahead and see what the fuck are we gonna see while we're down here. It's a pretty cool view, isn't it? A pretty cool view, mate. Pretty cool view. Pretty cool. Oh shit. Pretty cool view. Oh, never had this view before. Alright, close that. Okay, so we should be ready to take this thing to a dyno testing, guys. All right, I just want to see how much horsepower gain I got for this thing. The factory is 381. I think we could add maybe like another 100 horsepower or something like that. This is a big car though, so let's see. I'm expecting maybe like 120, around 120. Oh shit. I said 120, brother. That's 3 times more. 330 horsepower more. Holy shit. 1036 torque, mate. That is some serious power right there. Now I'm really thinking about keeping it. Alright, let's go ahead and take it to a paint. Alrighty guys, let's see what type of paint job we can come up with here. The factory is red. Let me see if there's any liveries here. The blue one. The white one might just do the job, but let me see what other options. The red is pretty. Oh, the chameleon thing. I'm digging that still. To paint it this way. I'm gonna be stupid enough to paint it this way. And with that said, I forgot to tint this thing. Let me go ahead and take it back. Alright, I want to go ahead and tint my truck here, guys. Alright. Something I should have done like a long time, but I just didn't. 100%. What does it look like? Yo, that looks pretty sick still, if you ask me. I'm liking that with the white, somewhat of a cream white interior in there. I mean, with the paint as well. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Already. I think that looks pretty damn good if you ask me. Alright, let me go ahead and take it for a wash. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and detail this baby here real quick. Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and wash this damn thing. I'm feeling like this thing is gonna bring in around 200,000. That's how I'm feeling. 200,000. Let's go ahead and take it to the front of the garage. All right, as you can see it, guys, with all of its glory, my first truck in this game is looking absolutely amazing. I feel like if I just keep this vehicle, I might have to you know what, let me go ahead and get inside and get this this Nissan in here so I can decide properly. One of these is getting sold, and I think you might just know which one. All right, so this could be my 2 personal vehicles right now, but the main topic really right now is this bad boy. All right, it's this bad boy right here. That's our main topic. Before anything, let's go ahead. Yo, I don't know. We might take it for a spin some other day. I don't know, but you know, might take it for a spin some other day if we keep it. All right, I think the moment of truth is now, guys. Let's go ahead and do a price reveal on this thing. Like I said, I'm expecting at least 200k, but it could be less. Holy shit, am I far off? Boy, am I so far off. It's not 100k, it's not 200k, guys. I can only sell it for 120. I can only sell it for 120, guys. But I feel like I should keep it because that's like an original car that you can go to the dealership and buy. So I think it makes sense for me to keep it. But for this baby right here, let me go ahead and get my 115k, and right away I'm going to build my own Nissan, my actual Nissan, and keep it as one of my collections. But for now, I think we're gonna need to say bye-bye to this boy now. Yeah, bye-bye. There's no coming back. There's no coming back, guys. I have sold it, guys. So we are going to be keeping this truck for now until something else comes up. We are keeping this for now, guys. I love it. I think it looks hella cool. Probably the best ones of the trucks that you can get, unless you're trying to go old school or something like that. Then it will kind of change the narrative a little bit. But for now, we are going to be keeping this thing for the shop, and then see what else is gonna come our way, what new or anything new that's gonna be coming our way. We're gonna find out. All right, in the next episode, guys, we're probably gonna go back into window shopping, maybe, not really window shopping, but car shopping for our next build and all of that. I'm quite happy with this one. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Let's get it.